Remember a few months back when I made that video talking about how nearly $1,000 of technology had been completely broken the moment I brought it home? Maybe not, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It happened again. I bought a new power supply for my PC and brought it home. A 1200 watt Thermaltake 80 plus gold PSU. I was mainly buying it just to be over-prepared for any upcoming parts I might add to my PC. Future-proofing, really. I had planned to add a second graphics card into my PC to support having some more monitors. Would have been great had the power supply supplied power. I had Prez over trying to help me set everything up, and at first I assumed we did something wrong because I had rewired the entire PC in the process of putting the new power supply in. But no, it was fried. So I decided to waste my day and take an hour trip to the nearest Best Buy where I could return it and get a new one. So I did, and I went home with my fancy new MSI 1000 watt 80 plus gold power supply. Same price. I was assuming it was higher quality. And guess what? It didn't work. And I ask, dear viewer of mine, how do you justify that? Two completely non-functional, very expensive pieces of technology simply not working. You don't. I couldn't, that's for sure. And I needed help. So I looked up the number for the Best Buy Geek Squad and called them. A robot picked up, as I expected, and told me to hold, as I also expected. After a few minutes, a woman picked up and just said, Best Buy. I explained to her my problem with the power supply, and she went completely silent. A minute later, she just said, your problem is with printer? I didn't really know how to respond. After a couple back and forths, she redirected me to another member of the team, as she said, and it was the same situation again. She had no idea what I was talking about and told me all I could do was schedule an appointment with the Geek Squad in store, which wasn't what I wanted to do. I was under the assumption that calling the Geek Squad number would result in me speaking to a Geek Squad member. Silly me. As for the power supply, I ended up returning it, and my PC is running the two graphics cards just fine on the old power supply. I really wish they had worked though. This story as a whole isn't just an exception either. Call centers are just like this. Something I find confusing is the hiring of almost entirely non-English speaking people for the job. I understand that everybody needs a job. I've got no problem with that. But when your job is to solely speak to majorly English-speaking people, it seems odd that's where they'd be placed. I've had similar issues with Meta as well, where the person I end up with on the line just either has no idea what they're talking about or can't understand a word I'm saying. It's just frustrating. I'm sure at least a few of you have heard about Klarna. Last year, Klarna got into some hot water because they fired 700 of their customer service employees and replaced them with AI assistants, which instantly became a problem. And I don't think I really have to explain why. The brighter side of the story is that the CEO seems to be saying they'll be switching to a more balanced ratio of AI to human workers. And I mean, yeah, obviously. I feel like any real person could have realized that full AI is not the direction customer service needs to go. Anyway, this was supposed to be a video that talked about a few of my annoyances, but as I kept going, I realized I just had so much more to say about call centers in particular. I hope you enjoyed my slightly more ranty video, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!